Yo, everyday superpower, job interview, body language. Episode 2, we're going to talk about non-verbal communication that essentially doesn't just fulfill the need of job interview communication. This is general game on effective, efficient communication, fulfilling the void of what somebody is looking for. All right, that's you. You can do it. Today we're talking about the ventral side. What's the ventral side? The ventral side is your torso, your trunk, your chest, your abdominals, stomach, neck, groin, genitals. You're not going into that room with your dick out, with your punani out. But what you are doing is you're ensuring you're not blocking these areas up, okay? We're going to go into a little bit of depth, to be honest, because depending on what sex you are will redefine the message I'm trying to get across. So, it's a job interview, yeah? You're sitting waiting for your manager. They always turn up late. They always turn up late because you care more about them than they do you, or at least that's what they try to imply. All right, to me it's straight up red flag disrespect when a potential employer turns up late. Oh, I'm so busy because I'm running this business, blah blah blah. I might be looking for a job offer you, but I might be busy myself. All right, you should turn up on time. It's how am I supposed to respect you when you don't turn up on time? That's a video for a whole new that's a video for another rant and a rave, to be honest with you. So they turn up whilst you're waiting, sitting on your chair. You get up, right? You shake their hand. What do? You expose your trunk. You expose your torso, this and that and the third, right? I repeat this in a lot of videos because it's incredibly important. If you are a supporter of the School of Evolutionary Biology, such as I am, when we started to walk upright from all fours, we started to expose our very sensitive areas, our genitals, our chest, our stomach, yeah, which houses our internal organs. So by exposing these areas, we not only show fearlessness, but we show comfort. I don't see you as a potential threat because I am exposing these areas that you could attack. But I know you're not going to attack because we are friends. I want to establish friendship. You don't make me uncomfortable, yeah? As opposed to the next person who's got the interview with the same person who stands up and is crossing their arms and is concealing their you know what I mean, their front side, and is hiding away because they're scared, intimidated, not only of the individual, but the situation, the communication, and they're not going to want to hire that person. They need somebody comfortable, confident, who can go and do the task at hand, right? Regardless if you're packing boxes or running the government. You know what I mean? So, expose. Now, this can also drip feed into the outfit you're wearing, yeah? Me, potentially, I would advise you, if you're dressing up smart for an interview and you're wearing a suit, perhaps, don't wear a tie. Wear smart, crisp, ironed, clean shirt and jacket and so forth, yeah? But allow yourself to unbutton the top button on your collar. Top 2 buttons, perhaps. Opening yourself up. When it comes to your jacket, only 1 button connected is better than 2. Having your jacket open is better than both. Expose that sensitive side. Expose your delicacy. Be vulnerable, yeah? Such as when dating and attracting women. Be honest and vulnerable. Allow them to see you as you are. Don't hide within your shell, okay? It all links together. And what they're going to do is they're going to mirror you, and they are going to exist within that same space. They are going to connect with you and feel comfortable in your presence on a subconscious basis. They won't even be aware as to why they do feel so comfortable, and it's because of these psychological tricks you are playing, right? Oh, but I don't feel comfortable. I want to cross my arms. I want to conceal myself. You will do, but if you fight against it, your mind is linked to your body and the vice versa. So you will start to feel more comfortable within moments after forcing yourself through the discomfort. Now, let's talk about facing the individual. So as a man, I wouldn't advise you sit direct facing the other man, your potential employer, at the table, okay? And I would advise this full stop through any conversation you ever have with another man, unless you need to talk one-to-one. So intimacy and aggression tends to be why you would do so. So the job interview is relatively intimate, but you facing that other man head to head is going to spark a survival mechanism within the deep subconscious of his primitive brain that makes him feel uncomfortable in your presence. So even though you have your full ventral side, your chest, your genitals and so on and so forth exposed to him, you want to just angle yourself at a... you just want to angle yourself away from him somewhat, even if it's just 5 degrees, 10 degrees, 15 degrees. Don't sit direct. Right? When it's a woman, you might want to do that. You might want to do that. It's not going to do you any harm to be intimate in that regards, okay? But when it comes to a man, we don't approach head on. I've done a video, why do we feel awkward passing strangers in a street, okay? Check that out if you want a full in-depth observation and discussion in regards to that. It's very interesting stuff. All right, this is very, 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 very important on your day-to-day conversations, and why you feel uncomfortable talking to people head on, and why you don't feel so uncomfortable if you're bladed at a particular angle. All right, I've also done another video on blading. All right, and that's what we talk about, the spectrum of degree we are facing away or towards a particular individual. Okay. So, expose yourself in that manner. When we're using hand gestures, we're going to be broad and open and wide. Yeah? We're not going to be in concealing ourselves, covering ourselves. When it comes to the table before us, we're going to ensure that we have no obstruction. We have no obstacles within the way between me and the other person. Subconsciously, we might move stuff on that table between us to block us from what we have before us, the intimidating man who holds our job at his will, who holds our future at his will. Remove that, rid of that. Create a genuine deep connection between you both. You know what you're doing. He doesn't. He doesn't know about nonverbal communication. He doesn't know about evolutionary biological instinct and why he feels a certain way towards you. You do. Yeah? So rid of the crap in between. Expose your vulnerable side. You mean no harm. You are no threat. You're exposing your palms, which we spoke about in the first video. Open palm gestures. You are no threat whatsoever. You are submitting. You are submissive, as you should do. You aren't turning up to a job interview to be the dominant force, to be the authoritative force. You're not doing that. You're playing your role as a subordinate by pursuing the submissive role, whilst holding dignity and giving something he or she enjoys. And that's open communication. You don't look like a liar because you're not lying. You're exposing yourself in the truest way. So expose your centre bits. Don't get your chest hair out. You know what I mean? But don't cover yourself up. Through no means do you want to be covering yourself up. Never conceal yourself. I'm signing out. Peace.